Okay, so I'm going to show you how you can use your watch as a compass and your compass as a watch. So the watch is pretty simple. What you're going to do is you're going to take your hour hand and you're going to shoot that hour hand to the sun. So you take your watch off and you're going to shoot that hour hand right to your sun. So this obviously is only going to work for an analog watch. This distance between noon on your watch, 12 o'clock, and that hour hand, that there's going to be an imaginary line that bisect that. That is going to be your north-south line. So if you've got a rotating bezel that indicates north, south, east, west, then you rotate your bezel halfway between the hour hand and noon, as long as your hour hand is pointing to the sun, and that's going to give you your cardinal directions, north, south, east, west. Of course, if you're in daylight savings time, you'll want to adjust back to standard time. And if you're in the southern hemisphere, everything's backwards down there. So instead of lining up your hour hand, line up your noon, and then the same principles apply. For your compass, it's a little different. First, you want to orient your compass to north. Then you take a small stick of some kind, like this pointer, and stick it on top of your compass, and it's going to cast a shadow. And so where that shadow lies, let's say it falls on 330 degrees. We're going to take that. We're going to subtract 360 degrees from there, and that's going to give us 30 degrees. And for every 15 minutes, that's a degree of time. So 30 degrees for an hour. So for 30 degrees represents 2 hours of time from noon. So we take noon minus 2 degrees, or the 2 hours, and we now have 10 o'clock. So you cast a shadow, orient your compass at noon, cast a shadow, read what that shadow is, subtract the that bearing, or whatever you're reading, that indice from, so 330 minus 360 is 30 degrees. 30 degrees equals 2 hours. There's 2 increments of 15 and 30 minutes. That means we subtract it by 2, and that gives us 10 a.m.